So your gay ass is playing Moira. We been new. Oh, the IRP skin. Okay, I see you. Okay. Oh, we could stand. You could back up a little, by the way. You could back up a little. Play your corners. Oh, you gag her. Oh, you gag her. Oh my god, guys. Oh, you fucked her good. I would say I would flank a little here. Like, actually, right here is fine because they're on Orisa. And usually when they're on a tank like Orisa or Sigma, when they're on a tank like Orisa or Sigma, I usually just stay at the front line and suck them off and get unlimited ult charge forever. But yeah, I think it's fine. Just like continue to suck her. Or if nothing's happening, like no one's pushing in or anything, I would just like come here for a bit and like suck their supports or like orb their supports or like orb right here on a wall to make it like bounce like here or like here or something. I just like always trying to annoy them. Like I'm always trying to do something so they think I'm doing a lot, but I'm not really doing a lot, but it's in their head, you know. Oh, this is so brave. Okay, right here. Okay, right here. You faded, right? So when you fade, okay, so like think of it like this. Your only escape is your fade. Literally. So if you use your fade, you're just at risk for anything. Like you cannot escape anything. So when you fade, you need to make sure you fade to somewhere where you're completely safe. So like you need to be like aware of like where you can fade with your fade. So like right here, look, you're running from this, right? You're running from the off angle. And then you fade into the front line. So like imagine if Echo was here or something. Imagine if the Echo was like here ready to beam. Ready to beam or ready to like sticky you or something. It's like it's just dangerous to be here and you're not near a corner. So like you could have faded like here or something or just further back here behind this wall to live. But right here, it's like really dangerous. It's really dangerous right here. You don't have any corners or anything. You're kind of just trusting your team, but I wouldn't trust my team. I mean, like, you can trust your team a little bit, but then there's always those moments like, oh my god, my fucking support didn't heal me, right? And like, make sure when you fade, you're fading somewhere you're safe at. And like, here you were fine because they weren't pushing up, but just for future reference. Just for like every fade, really. Make sure every fade is like meaningful. More heal orbs, babes. More heal orbs as well. I think if you're healing orb more, like if you just heal orb like 1 or 2 times more, you would have your Cole right now. And then their Moira does not have Cole. Because she's probably doing the same thing as you. She's probably spamming damage orbs. Like a heal orb bouncing like right here, back and forth. Just to like heal, like spam damage. It's like for Moira, it's just whoever gets Cole faster usually wins. Like Moira's kind of useless until she has Cole. Okay, this fade right here. This fade right here. Okay, so you're right here, right? So like I said before, like you want to fade to somewhere where you're safe, right? But that's not always the case because sometimes, like right here, you faded, right? You don't need to leave. Like you're completely fine where you are. It's just an Echo, and you have your Sombra looking at her. So like if you just heal over yourself, you should not die to an Echo. She doesn't have stickies. You didn't have to leave. You didn't have to leave this area. You could have faded, even like stand still. You could like fade and stand still, or like fade over here and like kill her. Like you can kill her. She has copy, so she's probably gonna copy, but you can still fight her. Like you don't have to run. Moira is really good at dueling, so just like have confidence in your orb and stuff. Cause like look, over here, you're out of position now. You're not in view of your team or anything, and you kind of threw your damage orb. You kind of threw your heal orb, so it's like not really useful for you. Okay, this heal orb. Where does this heal orb go? Look at your heal orb. Your heal orb is over here because you just threw it. You panicked. You panicked and you just threw it wherever. Like right here. This is a really good spot to orb, like on this wall. You can orb like right here. Or you can even orb on this one and it'll bounce like towards your team. But like whenever you orb, it's a really long cooldown, your orb, and it's like very valuable if you get a good orb. Always throw your orbs in a spot where it's going to like come back to your team. You know, sometimes you're gonna have a flop orb, but always think about like where should I throw an orb to help my team? Like if I throw it this way, it's gonna just bounce away. Versus if I throw it on this wall, it's gonna heal my Sigma, slowly go this way, and then bounce back and like heal more, you know. Always like think about the terrain and like the geometry. You're min-maxing your orbs. You gotta min-max your orbs. Min-max orb value. Oh, you look a little lost right here. What's going on? But we call in the air molecules. Okay, right here. I know there's a lot going on. What do you hear in your backline? What do you hear in your backline right now when you call? Your tire, and then look at what's in your backline right now. Blasting away at your support. Okay, first of all, you should have seen him TP. He TP'd right in front of you guys. If your team is not pushing with Cole, just look to peel. Just look to peel your backline or like save someone if there's no one to damage. He's not really shooting anything, so it's not really that bad that you didn't peel. But if you would have peeled, it's just like it's good to always peel. Like when you're playing Moira, Moira peel is really good, especially when you're cooling. So just like always keep in mind like, oh, my backline. I should probably help my backline. What is peel? Peel is when you help your backline pretty much. Like a banana. Think of it like a banana, right? This is the banana. This is the banana, right? So your backline is over here, right? And this is the tip of the banana. This is like your tanks. This is your tanks and your DPS, right? So think of a banana when you peel it backward like this, right? So your tanks and DPS are peeling for your backline. Yeah, think about like like your foreskin. So you're like peeling your backline like that. So when you're on Moira, it's good to be offensive, but it's also good to always keep in mind that your other support could be in danger. And you could very well like save somebody. You could save anyone on Moira. Like it's not like Zen where like, oh, if I like orb, you can still die through orb. But like Moira could actually save someone. Okay, right here. Why did you fade this way? Like what was the thought process behind this? But okay, let me see what you saw. Let me see what you're seeing through your eyes. So you're calling. Okay, let's analyze this. Okay, so we're calling a Valking Mercy, which is it's fine sometimes. And then we don't do anything really. Okay, this orb. If you're ever looking upwards, okay. I always see this. I always see this with Moiras. I always see orbs like this with Moira. You should never throw your orb on the ground or like if you're looking downwards or upwards, you should just don't throw your orb. Like the only reason you should be looking upwards and throwing an orb is if you're in the room and throwing it like this, which you could completely just throw it at a wall instead in a room and it'll bounce like back and forth. Cause look, you've just wasted your orb. Like your orb is just gonna fly to it's just gonna fly to to Mercury. I always see this. They always throw their orbs like on the ground. And it's okay to throw orbs on the ground if you don't have a wall to bounce it off of because it lasts longer. But like they always do it all the time and I just see the orb bounce and like fly into the sun. But like imagine if you had a damage orb here, like the pressure. A damage orb right here on this wall and like it bounces and chases them out. They're already low. The Moira is not healing the Reaper. Nobody's healing the Reaper actually. The Reaper is hacked as well. He dies anyways, but... Okay, this Echo might be brain dead. Wait, I want to see this Echo, actually. She's perfectly fine here, and I feel like she's gonna fly in. Like, hello? Okay, I mean, I guess she kind of ate. Okay, if the Echo had a brain, and any limbs at all, then that would have been a bad orb. But she didn't, so it was a good orb. But just try to be more conservative with your orbs. Fly in for beam is okay. No, it is not. Like, if you fly in for the beam, you need to make sure you have enough fly to get out, or like to position yourself better. The Echo flew in, wasted all their flight on the ground, did not fly upwards at all, and then like just died. Yeah, your flight should be used to escape, and if you're engaging with flight, then you should always have a way out. You should know you have a way out. Another orb. Another orb into our solar system. Another orb into our solar system. That's like the 4th one this round. That's the 4th orbit. Oh, we call this. Oh, gag it. It's okay. So I'm assuming you were going for a play here. Once your Sigma died, you should have just gotten out. Once your Sigma died, you should have just faded this way. You should have just faded out. You need to know when to leave, when a fight is not winnable anymore. And right here, they're calling. They just Orisa ulted as well. Your Sigma died. Orisa ult, calling. Your Kiri dies, and your Sigma dies, and your Junkrat dies. So once those 3 people died, you should have just instantly gone out. Not winnable. Just regroup and go next. But you and your Sombra get really brave. And you just burn 2 ults. So now you're down 2 ults. They're Moira cold, so they don't have Cole. You could have saved Cole for next fight. That would be like an easy fight win. That would just be such an easy fight win. You have Cole, they don't. That should be like an easy fight win. But you also EMP'd, which is like really bad because EMP is a good ult. But yeah, that was just kind of tragic what just happened. So like know when to leave, especially if you're down 3 and they're ulting. Almost worked well if she killed the Mercy. No. Even if this Mercy dies here, they still win the point and Mercy just respawns. They still win point and Mercy respawns, and by the time they get back, Mercy's back. So it's like nothing even changed at all. The only thing that changed is that they lost EMP and Cole. Like right here. Oh, okay. You would have killed the Echo if you sucked her for a little bit longer. Okay, right here though, you're coming up on Cole, right? So you're coming up on Cole, and you have EMP. So you should be looking to like EMP Cole or something, since that's the only thing you guys have. Right here. So every character that engages in I think every DPS character, pretty much. Every DPS characters and a lot of every mobile character has an ability that they use to escape. It's like their most important ability. So for Moira, it's Fade. For Kiri, it's TP. For Reaper, it's Wraith. So once you saw this Reaper Wraith, he's instantly at in danger. He's just lost his invincible. He just lost his invincibility. So you should be looking at him. You should be looking to kill him after he engaged, wasted Wraith. He's walking back at you. He's walking back at you with no Wraith. This Reaper is in a horrible spot. Look, this Reaper is standing in front of your entire team without Wraith. No Wraith or TP. He cannot escape. He's just a man. He's a man. He's just a regular man. He's just a man walking down the street. He has nothing. He can't teleport. He can't Wraith. If you're Kiri and you're Sigma, we're just looking at him and shoot him one time. He's dead. He's dead here. But your team is backing up for some reason. So it's not entirely your fault. Yeah, I know you try it. It's hard. Like Moira, I know Moira damage is shit. Like you can't solo a Reaper by yourself when he has like mercy healing. But it's just something to look out for. It's like every character. It's every character. If they use their movement ability, so like Sojourn, it's slide, Echo, it's flight, Moira, it's fade, Junkrat, it's like his conk mines, Orisa, it's her spin. Like every character has a movement ability. So like if they use it, immediately at a disadvantage. Like they are immediately at risk of being hate crimed. Yeah, translocate, recall. For May, it's her ice. Like these are like very important cooldowns. For Sigma, it's his hands. If Sigma doesn't have hands, you can hate crime him. Just like think about that when you're playing. Like what ability can this person waste that will put them at an incredible disadvantage? Just think about it like that. Just think about it like that. Which is why it's really hard to play Moira in like high rank lobbies. Because if you use fade, they're on you. If you use your fade, they're on you. Like perma. Like you have to be so conservative with your fades. I die a lot. I die a lot if you notice. I fade like an idiot and I just get hate crime. It's so easy to use fade when it feels good. Yeah, it's easy to use fade when it feels good, but it's also important to think about like what can I live? Like what can I live through with Moira healing? Oh, she going back in. Was she going back in? Oh. Okay, right here, I have no idea why you're going back in. Everyone's dead. Not be walking towards the team. Any easier? Okay. Oh my god, you're so scary. You're so scary, girl. You're literally so scary. Like, look, this Echo, this Echo has flight. She has flight. Her beam is on 2-second cooldown. She wastes flight. I swear, if their team had any brain cells at all, you would have like 8 more deaths than you do right now. You're so brave. This Echo has flight right here. She could easily chase you and finish you off because you wasted orb and fade. But she decides to sticky the wall and run away because she's half HP. She's half HP and the Moira is not healing her. I was in their mental this game. You really were, because they're playing like a bunch of headless chickens. I'm not even, like the Moira just fucking died. Like what? It's funny. I bet you if this Moira and that Echo watched their gameplay back, they wouldn't even see a problem with it. They'd be like, oh, my team, blah blah blah. Like that's just the difference. This EMP was extremely early. This EMP was extremely early. I don't know what your Sombra's doing. Your Sombra's EMPing. EMP only lasts 3 seconds, the hack, and your Zarya is just not in range. By the time the Zarya gets here, it's just gonna like, you know what? I'm like complaining because I'm getting annoyed, but it's okay. There's nothing you could have done about this EMP. Actually, you could have called it. You could call right now. Okay, that's T. Oh, save your. Oh, save yourself. Okay, I mean, work. Okay. So about your orbs, girl, you just need to calm down, really. You just need to calm down. Like right here. Just stop and think, please. Just stop and think with your orbs, girl. Please, just stop and think. Before you orb, take 1 second, two even, to just think about, if I throw my orb here, where is it gonna go? And wherever it's going, is it gonna be helpful? This game I play more just because you want to spam damage orbs. Oh, so you're throwing. No, I'm just kidding. But just stop and think. You know. And you can be more patient with them as well. Right here. You did not even need to orb. Like right that second, you did not need to orb. You could have waited till like right here to orb. She is Orisa spitting, but you could have orbed right here, you know? Like you could have orbed at a better time. Okay, let's see what's going on this fight. Okay, so they just copied. You should immediately be backing up. You're not scared of no Echo. Well, you should be scared of a Kiriko rush being created in 2 seconds. So your team should immediately be like looking to take cover or get back right now. Oh, I mean, okay. Okay, so that person is absolutely horrible and they should be banned forever. No shade. No shade. No shade. No shade, but that Echo should be banned forever. Just saying. Okay, I mean, if you're feeling brave and you want to 1v1 that, go ahead. If you know you're gonna win. So I just learned a new spot. That was Cunty. That was Cunty. That was Cunty. This was Cunty. This 10, 10, 10 out of 10, 10. I have two other judges right here, 10. They're all holding 10s. That was Cunty. Oh, she passed away? Girl, why would you jump into a Bastion and a Ramattra? Like, what is going on? You try to go after them, I love you, but you are a Moira, you're not killing anything. The only thing you're killing is this Sprig that's being shot by your Sombra as well. I fear you're not soloing a Bastion or their Moira. You're 1 HP, babes. Okay, this was a little Hannah Bakery. What you did here was a little Hannah Bakery. You stepped foot in the Hannah's Bakery a little bit. And you may have taken a few skydiving classes from Kate Marsh. Say say you didn't get booped, okay? Say you didn't get booped and you made it here. And you actually made it here. You actually made it where you wanted to be, right? You wanted to be behind this wall. What is stopping their Ram, who has 9 billion HP, to just turn the corner and fist you to death? Or what is stopping their Bastion from taking 2 steps and blasting your face off? You know what I mean? Or what if you faded and you went up here and you went up here behind your team and you like heal orb right here and you pocketed your Zarya. Your Sombra is chilling right here. Your Sombra is fine over here. Your Sombra can live here forever. They can't chase this. The Bastion cannot chase the Sombra and neither can the Moira. Because if the Moira leaves, then the Ram and Bastion die. And also, she can just TP out, you know? Okay, your Sombra has brain damage. No shade. No shade. No shade. No shade at all. Okay, you actually might have thrown this game. I'm not even gonna lie, you might have thrown this entire point by dying there. I'm not even being shady at all, but I think you literally lost this whole point because you died there instead of living. Because look, you have Cole. If you just faded behind your team to safety and lived for 2 seconds more, you could have Coled and ended the fight. Because look, they don't have Cole. They're down Brig. They're down Brig. They don't have Cole. And your team dies because you die. So this is just like what I said before about like fading and like make sure you fade to somewhere you know you're gonna live. Like fade somewhere, fade to safety. Always fade to safety. Unless you're engaging, then like you don't really want to engage with fade. You always want to fade because you can't fade during Cole. Okay, yeah, yeah. You kind of trolled this point. Not gonna lie, because of your fade. Okay, let's see what's next. Let's see your attack. This game I really try to be more aggressive because I usually am heal about Moira and I'm trying to change that, but I think overall I managed to be more aggressive and learn a few things. Yeah, okay, I want to tell you this also. The best counter to a DPS Moira or like an aggressive Moira. The best counter to a DPS or aggressive Moira is a regular Moira. Is a healing Moira. Okay? That's the best counter. If the enemy team ever had like a DPS Moira, just go Moira and heal your team. And you will win. The DPS Moira is gonna be doing damage with orbs and like right click. That's like 50% less ult charge than a healing Moira. Than her left click and her heal orb. So just keep that in mind. The best counter to a DPS Moira is a heal Moira. If you're looking to be a more aggressive Moira, it's not so much the fact that oh you're like inting into their backline to like looking for picks, you know. Aggressive Moira is poking from like off angles and just bugging them really. Because if you bug them, you really play with their mind, and you make the enemy think that you're doing more than you actually are by just being annoying and existing and sucking squishies and sucking the tank. I know you like wanted to be DPS Moira, whatever. I know you wanted to be more aggressive, but even DPS Moira needs to heal. Like if you don't heal, you lose. Like even Nolan heals. You know Nolan, flank Moira, even he heals a lot. Like he'll keep up damage, but he will heal when you need. So right here, you're on Fire Mercy, so you don't have a support. You don't have a second support. Look, see, this is what you should have done. This is what you should have done on first point. This Moira, what she's doing. She's putting pressure on you because she knows that the rest of your team is over here. Okay, your Maga dies. I honestly don't even think you could have healed him all the way. They would damage boosted Hanzo and a Junkrat. I'm gonna like tell you like a really like team-based macro. It's not really something that you're gonna utilize. If you have a comp like this, where you're on Far Mercy, you're gonna have two of your players flanking or something. But in this case, you have a Sombra, so you have three of your players are flanking, which means your tank is gonna be pushing the front line alone. Your tank needs to wait. Your tank cannot push up because right now, look, four people looking at him. Four people looking at him, and his flankers are not ready yet. His flankers are not ready yet for him to engage. So your Maga needs to wait here. Your Maga needs to wait on this corner until your Pharah is shooting the enemy. Like your Maga cannot push in until your Pharah and your Sombra are shooting them. Does that make sense? That's why he died. That's why it probably feels so hard to push, because your tank is going in at the wrong time. Look, he just dies because four people are looking in. The Pharah just got here. The Pharah and Sombra just got here. And you die as well. In this case, you're clearly severely disadvantaged, so you should just focus on escaping. Okay, so here, you actually could go further in. You could have, so you wanted to fade this way, right? You wanted to fade to this health pack, but what I think happens if you fade to this health pack, you die to Junkrat. I think Junkrat shoots you and you die. Anyways, I think a better option could fade into their back line. Use your teammates' outlines. Do you have outlines on this setting? Yeah, show friendly outlines always. This should be on for everybody. This should be on for everybody. So use your team's outlines to your advantage. If you see, look, so pretend you can't see the enemy outlines, right? You don't know anyone. You don't know anyone where they are, but you know Junkrat and Moira here, right? So this is all you see, right? So if three of your teammates are here and they're looking out this way, where's the enemy? You should know by just looking at the silhouettes of your teammates that the enemy is going to be here, down main. Which means that all of this is safe. Which means this entire backline, this entire like stair route thing is safe. So they're pushing outwards like this, right? They're pushing towards your spawn. So what you want to do, you don't want to run with their push, right? You don't want to fade this way in the direction that they are looking. You should fade to somewhere you know where you'll be safe. So the most safest option would be over here. Would be this way. I think you would have the highest survivability if you went this way, because you also have your team right here as well. Your Mercy could heal you, but that is if you didn't mess up your fate, which like it happens. It happens. It's fine. But you die. It's okay. Look at this orb. Look at your camera. Look at your camera. Look how high you're looking up. Look how high you're looking up. You're looking upwards. You're looking upwards. Where's this orb gonna go? It's gonna go to the fucking atmosphere. It's gonna go in the fucking atmosphere. Yeah. Wasted ass orb. I didn't even follow it. I knew it was gonna go in the atmosphere just because you were looking upwards. I didn't even need to follow it. Never, 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 never. Literally after this, I never want to see a NASA orb again. I don't want to see a planetary orb ever again. Right here, honestly, it would have been best to just pocket your Maga. Pocket your Maga and like suck this ram. Like orb, you can orb between like the wall and the payload and have your Maga walk up. I don't know why your manga is playing so far back when you guys are up one, but whatever, I guess. If you want to throw a damage orb, you probably throw it like this wall or maybe this wall, and then it'll bounce back. Or you could throw in here. You could throw in here, and like it'll bounce back and forth right here, and it'll like hit more people, right? Versus like you look in the sky and throw your orb. Okay, here it's fine. It's good to get aggressive here because they're down 3. You know you guys are gonna win the fight already. So yes, suck that Mercy off. Period. Eat her pussy. Eat her pussy. Girl, what are you scared of? Why are you backing out here? You're half HP, right? You're half HP, right? To this ram. Fade, stay still. Fade, stay still, because the ram is not going to kill you. A ram is not going to kill you. You need to know, like, which characters can and cannot kill you through your orb. So, fade, stay still, throw a heal orb right here at this wall, and chase the ram. Chase the ram and kill the Mercy. Ram cannot kill you. With his punches, he cannot kill you through your, self-heal and your orb. I think that Mercy dies, right? Yeah, okay. They die anyways, but it's like one in the class and the teacher's yelling at their student. I'm not yelling. I do flame you guys sometimes. But I flame you guys out of love, not because I hate you. Oh, another panic ult. Another panic ult. Panic orb counter. Another panic orb. Panic orb counter just went up right now. Cause girl, what the fuck is this? Where is this orb gonna go? Oh, the atmosphere. Hi NASA. Say hi to NASA. Say hi to the astronauts. I won't lecture you about your orbs.
That is so stupid.
I won't lecture you about your orbs anymore. You already know. You already know your orbs. This ult is fine, except you spend like a whole second. Like you spend a whole 2 seconds looking at nothing and shooting a wall. It's fine. It's fine. But literally a lot of Moira is just min-maxing uptime. Like doing something at all times. Just like move faster. Move your mouse. Move your mouse like you want to win the game. Your awareness will get better over time. But it is like so detrimental, like lower ranks. Oh, 0 awareness. Literally nobody has any awareness at all. Which is why DPS Moira works so well sometimes. We just play against players that have no idea what's going on. Oh, go here, your team. This was actually really good. This fade was actually really good. Were you thinking about your fade here? Were you thinking about like where you should go? Right here? Because you remember what I said last time on this point? Right here? About fading somewhere where you would have better survivability at? This is like a perfect example of you doing that. It's like pretty much parallel. It's like the same thing. You made the right decision here. Yeah. See, you fade away from their like push. You fade away from their like flow of motion. You definitely could have, if you were playing like regular Moira, you definitely could have faded towards your team and like faded with your orb, followed your orb, and then get healed from Mercy. But if you want to flank, then you made a good decision to do anything. Oh. Oh my god. Girl. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is that damage orb? You don't know how? What do you mean you don't know how? This Ashe just fucked you. This Ashe just fucked you from the back. This Ashe just gave you back shots. That's how. Again, you waste your orb here. Why you throw your orb here? Why you throw your orb here? It would be better to just not throw your orb here and just save it for a better time. You waste your orb. If you had your orb when you were killing this Mercy, you would have lived. You would have lived. Because she would have died 2 times faster if you would have just thrown your orb on this wall and it like bounced here. And you probably would have killed her before the Ashe came back. So you probably could have got out. If you had damage over here, the Mercy's dead. There's no way Mercy, like unless you're standing still and she hits 5 headshots on you, there's no way you should be losing to Mercy on Moira. It's not really about healing or damage. It's just the fact that you wasted your orb. You wasted your orb here So literally a heal or a damage orb would have been better. It would have been better than no orb at all. You're also just missing a lot of your suck. Like your accuracy is probably like 50%. It should be like not 50%. That's like the first orb you thought out. That's like the first orb you thought out. And you're like, where should I throw it? Like this orb as well. Go, you just threw this orb out the window. But you just threw it out the window. It's gonna fly past them. You throw it inside. Here I didn't know what to do, so I tried to distract them for a bit. That could very much work. Oh. You're hiding from the Ashe because you're thinking, in your mind, you're thinking, the Ashe is chasing me, right? You see your Sombra here. Your Sombra's ready to gank someone. Your Sombra's ready to gank someone. Your Sombra's waiting for a squishy to be on their own to gank them because that's what Sombra does. So you knowing that Sombra's here, you should be ready to gank someone too. That should be your intent as well. Like your brain, you should be thinking, okay, Sombra's here. I should be looking to gank someone with my Sombra. Because imagine Sombra Virus shoots someone and you're there sucking and orbing them. That's like 200 damage per second. They're dead. They're literally blown up instantly. You see this Ashe. You see Ashe and your Sombra's falling. Your Sombra is watching them extremely close. Look at, see, she knows. She's ready. She's ready to go in. You know she's chasing you. Your Sombra is ready to go in. You should be peeking that. You should be peeking that with your Sombra. You hear it too. You hear your Sombra shooting her. She gets the kill, but just min-maxing, you know, just like doing the most you can at all times. Gag that mercy. It'll come with just more playing and like thinking about everything. Like thinking about your surroundings and like min-maxing everything you could be doing with your teammates, you know? But also your Maga is just stupid. Like why is he ulting this? Like what is he ulting? He's solo ulting a ram after you've killed 3. You've just killed 3 and he's ulting a ram. Like he's creative. Oh, he's very creative. He's very special. A flank Cole. Oh, I'm so ready. Oh, you're gonna EMP Cole. Okay, you're up 1. They've used turret form. You're 1 HP. Oh my god. You're still playing scared. Right here. Right here, you're still playing scared. Look how hesitant you are to just like shove your like, just like ram your pussy down their throats. You can get this collateral off while still walking forward. You could still be walking forward and like collateraling everyone. You know they're gonna die. They're all 1 HP. You get the kills and you win. But like know when you can be more aggressive. Know when like your team has the upper hand. When it's your turn to go. Oh, this is ambitious. That's really ambitious. That's really, really ambitious. Oh my god. If you had just thought this orb out a little more, if you had just thought it out a little more, you would have won this. Look at where you throw it. So you know this ramp is 1 and there's an Ashe, right? You want to go in. You're playing aggressive Moira. You try to kill the ramp only but you chose? Yeah, okay, but look at your orb. If you had just bounced your orb right here, bounce it right here, and bounce back on your ram, or like on this thing to bounce back on your ram, you would have won this. You would have killed both of them. I'm so confident. Like I'm so confident that you would have killed both of them if you just had a better orb. But you threw your orb here. And look at where your orb's gonna go. Your orb is gonna bounce away. Your orb is not gonna do, it's gonna do 5 damage and then leave. If you bounce your orb here, it would have killed this ram. It would have killed ram and done damage to the Ashe. So really think about your orbs. Like, it's very important. A good orb is really good. A better orb here would have killed both of them. See, this was good. This is really good. So you remember on first point when I was telling you, like, your tank cannot walk up until your flankers are ready, you know? Like, you can't go in until your flankers are pulling attention away. This is perfect. Because look, your Zarya is walking, you're Valking, so they're gonna be looking at the Valk. Their brain is like, oh, they're Valking, so they're gonna be pushing it this way, okay? So they're Valking. Your Sombra starts shooting them, and they turn around. Look at them all. Look at what they're looking at. They're all looking at your Sombra. They're all looking at your Sombra and you after you orb them and you're sucking them off from the backline. Their attention is split so much. And then the Pharah, they don't even realize the Pharah. In their brains, they're not even thinking about a Pharah ult. That's the last thing they're thinking about. Literally in their brains, they're like, Sombra's shooting me. Sombra's shooting me. Valk behind me. Sombra's shooting me. And then boom. Moira is sucking me from the back. And then Pharah ult. They don't even know. They don't even know. They just got punished so hard for playing in a horrible spot. And you guys executed perfect. You guys punished them perfectly. Like, you guys actually punished them perfectly. Moira damage is kind of kappa. You were kind of there for moral support, but it's still good. It was still good. The damage or bait.
I'm working.
I'm working. Okay, right here. If you're so anxious, you should be healing more. You're thinking about like, oh my god, I don't want to mess up. I don't want to throw. Heal. Like, just heal. It's like the most secure way to play. If you're like, oh my god, a team fight coming up, just heal. Okay, like I said earlier, your tank is gonna have a really hard time playing up because you have three flankers pretty much. You have Mercy, Pharah, Sombra. So your Zarya is pretty much alone at the front line, you know. So when you like play, your team should be playing in three groups. So your first group is Pharah Mercy. They play together. Your second group is you and Zarya. You and your Zarya. And your third group is your Sombra doing fuck all. Doing just jerking off in their backline, you know, doing whatever she wants. She doesn't need a Mercy pocket. She doesn't need a Moira pocket. She can manage herself perfectly fine. But your Zarya cannot, and neither can your Pharah. So your Pharah has the Mercy, and you should be with your Zarya at all times. If you were with her, I don't think they would have pushed that far. But she ends up exploding anyways. I already know this fight is gonna be a whole mess. Let me watch from your POV first. This is crazy. Girl, use your fade. First of all, I want to say, you did not need to drop off high ground here. You were perfectly fine where you were on high ground, and you could have killed her anyways. The only thing you get out of dropping from high ground here is you like endanger yourself. That's not good. And then right here, girl, did you forget that Moira could fade in her Cole? You should be fading onto this Kirika right now. You should be trying to force TP if she has it. And if she doesn't, then she's fucking dead. You were saving it? What were you saving it for? I like that you're always thinking about like escape, right? And that's good. But look, they're down 2. Actually, no. When you call, they're actually down 3. So what do you need to escape from? It's Akiri. The sim just got back. The life was coming back. She's not even fully charged. Look, she has 19 fucking charge. She's not killing shit. She's not killing Jack. You have nothing to escape from. You have nothing to be scared of. You could easily fade on that. Easily fade on that, do more damage. And even if you fade there, you're in a better spot. You're in a better spot. Because look, you're stuck here now, right? I mean, you do have fade. But if you fade over here, you're on the cure. Am I back, you guys? You literally watch the Kiriko use her Suzu as well, so you know she doesn't have Suzu. It should be kill Ashe, instantly turn around and shoot Kiriko, and chase her. Fading this way was crazy, by the way. Your Sigma is really far. This Zarya should be dead. That's good. I like how aggressive you are. I like how aggressive you are. I like that you push up on that. It's good. It's good. It's good that you pushed up on that. Because you recognize that she was very out of position. She should have died there. But your Sigma is kind of special. That was a bad orb. It wasn't like super bad, but it could have been better. Another flop orb. This is a great spot for orbs. You're literally in an alleyway. You're between two walls. Throw your orbs on here or something. You know? Throw your orbs on here or throw it on this thing. Throw it on this thing. So like it at least bounces, like maybe it bounces back, you know? I think if you would have thrown it here, it would have bounced here maybe. Or it would have bounced this one to this wall. And like just bounced back. It would have gotten more value than if you just like threw it over here, you know? Why is the game 10 seconds? Are they gonna C9? Oh, they're dead. Oh, they're just gonna C9. Oh my god. Jesus, they got hate crimed. Oh my god, they got hate crimed. What rank you think I am? I thought you said you're plat. You're gold. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. Watching like the enemy echo and your tank, it makes sense. I think you played good though.